So Michael and James, we were talking a bit about clozapine, which I think you've been on now for a couple of months, and we've been sort of tiptoeing gradually up with the dose. Take me through the last couple of weeks then, in terms of how you've been. Have you been better? Because you were having a horrible time with some really horrible hallucinations. Can you remember what they were like?
Well, it's like I watch. We got 2 dogs. I watch them, and literally, you know, you see these movies of like animals decaying, and
yes,
he goes in the fast forward, and
yes,
you know, it was like that. I was watching the dog, and it was just coming apart.
So the dog was coming apart, and
legs came off.
Right.
Head.
Right.
And the thing is, the dog, all that was left was the head.
Right.
And it was just.
And these were your dogs?
Yeah, tiny little. I don't know, spiders, maybe.
Yes. Insects.
And the dog would be there, and you see him just like going up the leg, eating them away, sort of thing. And
right. That's horrible.
Now we go around, now we get them up, stand them up, brushing these things off the legs and the body. And you know, James would come and say, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Oh, yeah." I'd say, explain it. I said, "No, there's nothing there, Dad."
What about you used to get a feeling like there were insects on you, I think, and in your bedroom.
Yeah,
you could actually feel them biting you, couldn't you?
Yeah, I was feeling like in the back of my throat. And,
all right.
well, it was a horrible feeling.
And James, what did your dad used to do to the bedroom?
He'd trash it, like he'd turn it upside down, but then he'd refuse to say it wasn't him.
Right.
Somebody else did it.
Right.
But then he could be in a trash room. Like he'd say it was like magic. That how did this happen?
Right.
You think someone come in and do it? Someone else do it, then
because it was weird.
He doesn't have that no more either. Where he used to obviously try to escape from the house, but he'd wake up and still be in that lingo of half dream, half.
Yes.
And he'd be lost. He wouldn't know where he is.
Right.
He doesn't do that no more.
And bedtime used to be, I think it'd be fair to say, you dreaded trying to get to sleep. Right. Yes. Well, yeah, which had an impact on both of you, didn't it? But yeah. So you didn't sleep for most of the night often, and you were doing a lot of hallucinations through the daytime as well.
Yeah, it was.
And so over the last couple of weeks, then sound like those have been much better.
Yeah.
100%. Like during the day now, I'd say he's like pretty much spot on. Now and then in the night, he has a few daft moments, but it's not.
Well, don't we all?
When you were talking about it there, and I'm thinking back what it was like.
Yeah.
How long ago was it?
Just a couple of months back.
I can't believe I didn't realise the difference in him.
Yes.
Until you say, like, I remember the girl ghosts coming in, the bugs on him, throwing water on the rooms.
Oh yeah.
It's like I still lose my temper now and then,
Yeah.
and I shouldn't, because it is like amazing how much he has improved.
Tell me a bit about the Parkinson's itself, because one of the problems with any new medication is it can sometimes make the Parkinson's worse.
Yeah.
And there are quite a lot of medications that we would use for the hallucinations that would do that, or have done that. Do you feel like the movement side of the Parkinson's is worse? Is it much the same? Is it any better? I was more thinking about, like in the last couple of weeks, it sounded like you were able to do more stuff.
More himself, and even he's asking Nina, "Can I see a physio?" He's never done that before.
Yeah.
Like he wants to go on
Yeah. So get engaged, and you just feel like you've got a bit more.
Yeah. So
va-va-voom.
They're giving you, a point to get to.
He does need help now and then.
Yeah.
But used to where he'd just be like, "Get me up."
Yes.
Now he actually tries before.
Yes. Okay.
He says something.
That's good. Okay, and the other thing I just wanted to mention, obviously with the clozapine, is a drug, it's widely available, but it's just not used very much in Parkinson's. And I think that's partly because people are worried about the risk or the side effects, and also because it's a massive faff on with blood tests every week or every fortnight. What's your, collectively, what's your take on...
I think the weekly thing's worth it.
Yeah.
It's not that bad, and it goes to a month or so after so long.
Yeah.
And I think the hype about where you start panicking, think that's used, like saying, "Oh, it can do it." And
I know.
I think the % you need to tell them that it's like
Yeah,
What
but
is it,
you
the
said
percentage of some
you said
Oh,
you-
very
you-
small.
you-
Yeah,
you
like
will
a-
feel some.
I think doctors always have to cover themselves saying
Yeah.
there's this risk, and there's no.
And I think for us also, we know the risk of treatments,
But it's because everybody you go to see is like there's this.
but there's a risk of not treating
yeah.
things, and the risk of not using the right medication at the right time is that actually the Parkinson's symptoms get a lot worse, and that was your
Well, I
experience.
think,
We're a wee bit risk averse, maybe, but
well, you have to take a risk now and again.
yeah. Well, you do.
Yeah,
Well,
like-
sometimes you have to calculate the risk. So the hassle, that's worth it,
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
tolerating it, and actually,
Well, it means you feel you're getting on.
Yeah.
So we can
brilliant. Well, look, thank you for letting us make that video.